guys, it's Janet back with another project using the Oh So Succulent framelits. I had mentioned that in a previous video. So the card that we're going to be assembling together looks just like this. And the elements used on this card, we used our brick folder. So we've got this brick folder. We went ahead and we used elements from the Swirly Scribbles framelits, and I know many of you purchased those recently because they were just on sale as part of our year-end closeouts. So you're going to have those. And then the other elements that we're working with are lots of the different flowers and elements from the Succulent framelit set. Lots and lots of pieces in this set. So you're going to have lots of fun playing with it. And little elements like this make it a great framelit set for using up all of those scraps that you can't bear to part with. Color-wise, what we're working with is I chose Whisper White for the brick. I've got Pear Pizzazz, and this card is cut lengthwise, or hot dog cut. It's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half lengthwise, so 4.5 by the 11 inches. So you've got that. Then I used crumb cake to cut our wreath out. So you've got the wreath, and you can choose to make it a really full wreath by overlapping two pieces, or you can just do a simple wreath here, which is what I did on this card. And then once you have that all put together, let's go ahead and put our brick on. And I like to use a lot of adhesive when there's texture on the card, just to make sure that it's going to stick over all of those raised edges. Oops, move that off to the side. So we have that. A great glue when you're working with these little pieces is your fine tip glue. And it does have a really nice fine tip on it. It does have a little, I call it a poker, a little like a needle-like piece here that does go down into the channel of the glue to keep it from clogging up. And we can just go ahead and we'll put just a little bit in places. I usually try to find the thick areas where the cardstock's a little wider. And it does dry clear, which is really nice. So we can go ahead and put that down on our card. And then the colors for the flowers and for the images that I used rich raspberry, crushed curry, I've got some old olive, and I also have some pear pizzazz. So it's just a couple of fun different colors. And then what you want to do is you just want to start layering. You just want to play with your pieces. And I just cut out a whole variety of them. So, and you can also play with your cardstock, just kind of roughing it up a little bit. Use your bone folder as well. You could also choose to shade them with ink spots and all of that, but I wanted a card that had very little stamping on it because not everybody stamps, and so actually even without the Home Sweet Home on it, it could end up being a very, very pretty card because again, like I said, not everybody stamps, I know. So you could simply have a big shot and framelits, and you could be making really, really pretty cards and just adding handwritten sentiments to them. So again, you're just going to play with these different elements. I love these little trailing succulents. So enamored with succulents, I went ahead and started a Pinterest board for them. This little image here looks like the boot of Italy, to me anyway. Wishful thinking, maybe. So, and you're just going to start to build it up, tucking pieces in the way that you want to tuck them in. Different colors, different textures. And then once you have them I like to lay them all out first. And then I like to go back in and carefully start to glue them down, just kind of lifting them up from their spot that they were at. And that's kind of one of the ways that I would assemble that, is again, laying it all out first, playing with the various different pieces. Let me just show you this one real quick. This one's really fun. Because of the way that it's die cut, it actually creates little petals on the flower. So that's really fun. So, and I could change that out for a totally different look. A little texture on that. And then I just used a little bit of linen thread to make a knot on that. So again, just kind of play with it and then use your adhesive to put it down, and you've got a sweet, beautiful card that actually was quicker than it looked. The hardest part is just going to be satisfied with the placement of your flowers and committing to sticking it down. You could fuss over it all day long. So that's going to be the actual hardest part of this card. So make sure you visit remarkablycreated.com to check out links to all of the product. It is available through my online store, and remember, it is celebration, so when you spoil yourself, with a $50 investment in crafting supplies, you get to choose exclusive items from our celebration brochure. So have fun creating, guys. Thanks.